walking away from the toxic relationships
Yes.
for pursuing one's goals.
Yes.
So, can you just tell us some from your personal experience that means was there any time that when you walked away from these toxic relationships to pursue what you wanted to pursue in life?
Oh, yes. I mean, uh, and one great example has been um, when I was working with one of the organizations where I was leading a team for, the software re-engineering, the process re-engineering, basically. And uh, there were, because that particular organization, though it was a very well-known brand, the software teams, both in the US and in India, were not following any particular process. And that was creating a lot of issues because the quality was suffering, and because they were working on applications which were basically, it was a captive center, so they were working on manufacturing applications, in-house applications, not for services. But because they were manufacturing applications, a lot of time it used to cause issues. And so I used to kind of say, okay, if you're not following the process, and they wanted to kind of get certified for process like CMMI and all that. And I said, you're not going to get certified if you don't follow the process. If there is an existing process and if that needs to be improved, you can improve that. But there has to be a standardized process across the organization, because generally what happens in captive centers is, and in this particular company we used to follow the sun model, where on a particular application the team in the US used to work during their daytime, whereas the teams in India used to work in their daytime. So the same code, it used to be kind of developed by both the sides. Now, if you don't follow the process, and if you don't really capture the requirements correctly from what the stakeholder is saying, then you tend to make mistakes. So, for all this, the requirement gathering process or understanding process, the testing process, everything has to be followed. And there were people in my own leadership group who were against it because they wanted their teams to deliver. And they used to kind of constantly argue with me. And that is where I stayed away from them. I said, if you argue with me, I'm not going to argue with you, but I'm going to make sure that your teams follow the process. And that kind of a toxic environment can become very difficult to stay away from, because people at that level, at leadership level, when they are toxic, you have to kind of keep that communication going, but at the same time you have to stay away and ensure that you are more focused on what you're trying to do, and seek help from somebody who can ensure that they are not their toxic behavior is not you know um, kind of um, stopping you in your work or stopping the progress of the project that you have taken up. So these kind of experiences I have, and challenges I have kind of experienced a lot in my career. So that is where I kind of come to the conclusion that keep toxic people away. Stay as far as away you can from them. And even in my personal life or even in my corporate life, I generally, once I have a bad experience with somebody, I kind of stay away from them. I don't, uh, have anything to do with them.